Hold on right there, and thank you for clicking on this link to check out my channel. This is Jay Foley on TV, and welcome to a special program on my channel titled The Life and Times. Well, on Life and Times, I just document some of the places, the people, and the things that I've seen in my entire life. And I tell you what, I know I've been to some of the craziest places in town. But anyway, on Life and Times today, just like we watched it probably in the other episodes, today I'm taking you to a place in the Volta region, or let's say in the OT region. Well, for those of you who are in GH, you know now we have 16 regions, and now there's OT region. Well, so this place used to be in the Volta region, but now it's in the OT region because it's been divided, okay? Now this place is called Likpe, or Likpe. It's an ever word. So I would say Likpe for the purposes of this video. Now, Likpe is really far from Accra. But what's so special about Likpe? That is exactly the question that I should be asking you, or you should be asking me. Why did you guys travel to Likpe? Well, for those of you who know me, you know I journey around different places with my Sky Marshals crew. But this time around, we took a lady along with us. Her name is Dede, so shouts going out to Dede. We took her along because she was excited and interested in, you know, jumping on our activities and our adventure. So we went with her to Likpe. But what is in Likpe? Are you ready to explore some caves?
Yes.
She's psyched up. So we're ready, and we're gonna go explore the caves and the waterfalls, the Wajakli waterfalls.
Yes.
And there were two waterfalls.
Aflajo.
Well, she's forgotten too.
Aflabo.
So there's a place called the Six Caves. Now it's in this mountain. I can't recall the name of the mountain though, but anyway, this caves. Now the story has it that, you know, there was this wicked chief in Togo many years ago called King Agokoli.
So they thought our people will fight with them. So they were trying to come and attack us, and our people just want peace. So they moved from there to here. And when our people also come, they were using these stones. That's what we call Likpe. Two stones or two stones like this as a weapon. Sharpen it as a weapon.
The stones were called Likpe.
This is Likpe. This is Ekpe.
Ekpe.
In Ewe, this is Ekpe. So they give us that name, Likpe. That means our people were using two stones to fight with them.
Yeah. Now it is said that the people actually came to settle in Likpe, but these people were also being hunted and chased down by their shanties back in those times. So they came to find and seek refuge in these caves. Now these caves became a special haven for them. So we decided to go and check out these caves many years ago till now to see exactly what these caves look like. After traveling for over 7 hours now, we've reached the cave, the much talked about 6 caves of Likpe. We are here now, and we are going to have a look at how these caves, and bear in mind, over 200 years ago, our ancestors came to hide here. They settled here to prevent people from finding them, and then this is where they found comfort. Ha! Wow! A 7-hour journey, and we are here now. I tell you what, before you even get to the caves itself, the 6 caves of Likpe, before you even get there, you need to journey on the mountain. It's about a 45 to an hour walk. It is crazy. So even before you start the real adventure of going to the caves itself, you have to climb this mountain. Now, as you can see in the screens now, look, we had to walk say about 60 minutes, about 45 to 60 minutes to get to the peak of the mountain. It was a long journey, carrying our stuff, carrying our equipment and everything, even to a point that Dede herself got tired and she had to be carried by a tour guide. Wow. This man is strong. We didn't even carry her. We bring ourselves, we didn't even carry her, but this man carried her. But anyway, so we eventually got to the peak of the mountain. Now, I had to just jot down some of the names I have here because I keep forgetting. So when we got to the peak of the mountain, this tour guide gave us a briefing on exactly what we're about to experience there. But he didn't even say everything, because had he told us about how real dangerous this journey was going to be, we would have come in better with our protective gear and everything. Now, what makes these caves so special? Because I'm very sure in other parts of Ghana, there are also caves there. So what makes these caves that special? Was it because they came to settle here and they lived here?
Yeah, they live here, and through that we told that this place is natural, and something that is natural, that is like this, that somebody can come and locate here and stay here. That means that it's a well of God.
Do you have people now who come and live here, or just to come and look at it and go?
We normally used to come here, live here. Sometimes, like to me, like the work that I'm doing, I'm a pastor, so I used to come here, stay here, pray fast. And
how do you find it when you come here and you're alone and there's no...
When you are alone, you find it that you have something, some power on you.
But don't blame us, Charlie, we're just a bunch of crazy boys. Now, the caves are designed in such a way, like I said earlier on, that these people who came to settle there created various chambers and compartments for themselves. Cave 1 is conference room. Yeah. Cave 2 is spiring window. Okay. Cave 3 is sleeping room. Yeah. 4 is palace. Yes. 5 is prison. Yeah. And then the 6th is escaping room.
Road.
So we're going to get a chance to go into the caves now. I know going down is very easy, but the other thing is climbing out. So they created 6 compartments. The first one was the conference room. The second was the spine window. The other part is that the other cave that we're about to experience, we'll have to climb up a ladder to hit that place because we can't go down anywhere. Now, if you try even going down and you slip, bear in mind that we are very close to the edge of the mountain, so it is very, very dangerous, so we have to be very careful. Now, the spine window, which is in one of the spine caves, gave them a chance to see the enemies when they were approaching, so they knew how to go and hide or seek refuge or protect themselves. The spine window, the window is way up there. We'll try and get the camera to that place. Now, we entered the cave and I understand why they found shelter in places like this, because it's actually very cool as compared to just a few steps outside the cave where it's pretty warm. The spine window at the top there helped them actually see the enemies before they even got here, and this happened well over 200 years ago. That was a spine window. Then the next one was the sleeping room, like a bedroom. The sleeping room where they slept. And you know what? Inside these caves was so cool. Like, the temperature there was so cool. And I mean, it's just amazing how they probably pack themselves into such a small place and sleep. Anyway, so that was a sleeping room. Then we went to another place called the palace, just as the name suggests. This is where they take their decisions. Unlike the conference room, they would meet, if they had any people they were going to welcome into the cave, they met the person in the palace. Then the prison. So for those who they captured, for the enemies that they captured, they put them in the prison. Charlie, when we got inside the place, I was even scared. So this was where they kept their slaves. There are some bats in there already. I can see them there. But they kept the enemies that they captured in here. It was their prison. And that's a clear example of how terrible and small the place was as they would push people in there.
At least it's not other too small.
Yeah.
Because it goes inside.
I think earlier on one of the videos, I saw bats, man. And all these hidden areas had got bats in them. Maybe when they were there were no bats at that time. But for now, there are bats. Are you afraid of bats? Wait till they are up close and they get personal with you. So yeah, so from the prison, then we went into the escaping room. The escaping room. This is where they exit in case they are overpowered or anything, or they go and hide.
You see it. So then, if the chief is here, if the blow around at the enemies around, the chief will just pass in.
Yeah. Now, anytime the king heard there was an attack, there's an actual small escape route through there where the king will actually go and seek refuge as well. It's quite small, and I'm wondering how they were able to even maneuver their way and go hide in there. So these were the 6 caves. Now it was time for us to really get the adventure in climbing these places. Man, look, I tell you what. So in some of the places, we had no background or no training in rock climbing, but on this day, it was like the survival of the fittest. Charlie, you had to survive, man. You had to survive. So we had to learn how to climb rocks on that day. And the beautiful thing was that we had to pass on the camera, so everybody became a camera person. Because when you climb, then we pass the camera on to you, then you film the person coming up. You know, we did that in that sequence to manage to climb most of the caves.
Similar. And we're in. Now my turn to take the camera and help you out. So you have an example of how it is.
So, but that wasn't all. Even at a point in time, I think I even injured my ankle. Had to take my shoes off, and these shoes were not professional shoes for rock climbing, so you can understand how we suffered when we were doing that. But anyway, I had to just swallow the pain and still get myself ongoing. The team, look, even the ropes that we had to hold on. There had been a bushfire in the area, so some of the ropes had been burnt. So we're literally just trying to, you know, make our way by just holding onto the edges of the rocks to be able to climb. But the adventure and the adrenaline and the moments and the danger, you know, Charlie, it puts this feeling inside you. But that wasn't all, there was more. So there was one point in time where I saw spider webs, huge spider webs. And I tell you what, this is what I said when I got there.
As I said earlier on, it's quite chilly. There's something I've seen about this cave and I want to tell everybody here, and I'm very sure when I tell people, I've seen huge spider webs. And when you see huge spider webs, the last movie I watched, you have small spiders forming huge spider webs. So I don't know how long we can stay in this place, but I've seen enough spider webs, and I think our advice that if we can't see the spider,
Let's start going.
we better start getting out of here.
Mother spider comes out.
Now
Wow, man, spider webs. If I was going to see big spider webs, definitely these spider webs, like I said, were not created by small spiders. I just had to get out of there with my team ASAP. When you start the journey, you can't return. You have to finish it because the way the caves are designed, it's in such a way that you can't climb back out through the way you entered. You have to actually go through all the 6 caves and come out in the middle of the cave and climb out the mountain before you can exit. And you can imagine, I keep saying, getting to these places is so difficult because the roads are bad.
Yeah. Thank you very much. You did an amazing job. Thank you. I don't know how the ancestors were living in these caves all these years, but I'm sure when survival tactics step in and you have no option but to run away from your enemies, anything is worth it.
They are the other side of the rope.
You have to be very careful with this in climbing because one slip and you're gone. Understand? Just one. My biggest concern was Dede because she's a girl. And understand. Dom, are you okay?
Dom, I beg, where you did, if you call, I will respond.
Really?
We are far behind time.
Can I tell you the scariest place in all of this?
Tell me.
There.
Yeah.
There was this side that had like this big.
That's too big
for
even.
you to walk through.
And we did it. Now let's finish it because we can't discuss how scary it is.
It was here.
Whilst we're
Back to the beginning. We even had a challenge with trying to get our vehicles to the place. We had to abandon our vehicles, leave some of our equipment in, and hope that nobody was going to attack, break into, steal anything from our cars. But that's the risk that we're willing to take at the time. But eventually we made it happen. Likpe was just an amazing experience for us. The landscape, eventually when our drone took a shot just to watch what was around us, the landscape was just beautiful. And I keep saying that, look, for movie lovers, for film directors, for music video directors, we have all these places you can go and check out. But anyways, don't forget, subscribe to this channel, J Folio on TV, as I bring you more exciting adventures on Life and Times. We out.